Hey Marge, are you done with your part-time job yet?
Yeah, just finished a little while ago. I'm in the staff room getting changed now.
Oh, okay. Then could you pick up some stuff on your way home?
What do you need?
The fridge is practically empty, so pick up all the basic stuff, would you? Oh, yeah, forgot. You got paid yesterday, right?
Yeah, so...
Could you pay for that pizza we ordered yesterday? Didn't have my purse on me.
Pizza? You mean that family size? The usual royal special?
Yeah, the toppings on those are super delicious.
How much was it?
Well, it's been a couple of weeks and I ordered 3 or 4 times. Figured it's about $300 give or take.
$300? Are you serious? Give me a break, Mom. I asked you a bunch of times not to spend so much on meals every month. You know we're on a tight budget. Wasn't it you who said we shouldn't be wasteful?
Come on, what's a little pizza? I've worked my butt off since separating from your father. You were only 5 then, you know. You finally got into high school, and now that you're working a part-time job, let your mom have a little treat. It's the least you could do.
If it's occasionally, I wouldn't mind. But constantly? I can't afford this. I have to pay for my school stuff too, you know. If I have to constantly pay for your extravagant lunches, on top of that, I just can't go on.
Is that my fault? Your dad has no intention of paying child support. If you can't afford it, well, just work a little more. Simple.
Come on. I put in another shift and I won't be able to study. I'm thinking of going to a junior college or a vocational school, but I can't even save for that.
What? Are you planning on going to school after high school?
Yeah, that's my plan.
No way, you can't do that. We have no money. Get that through your head.
I said I would work it out somehow with a student loan or something.
Student loan? That's just getting further into debt. Besides, what will the neighbors and our relatives think? We would look so poor.
I won't be a burden to you.
No burden? Just thinking about going to school after high school is a huge burden. Don't waste time thinking about what school to go to. Think about getting a better job and finally making my life easier after all these years.
How could you say that? There's stuff I want to do too, you know.
If you got any complaints, talk to your deadbeat father. That no good timing father of yours.
Sorry to be contacting you at such a late hour. This is Brian's line, right?
Yes, it is. May I ask who this is?
Dad? It's been a while.
Dad? Is this Marge?
Yes, your daughter Marge. I took a peek at Mom's smartphone and saw your name and phone number, so...
What a surprise! I never thought I would hear from you.
I hope you're not angry or anything.
What? Of course not. I'm really happy that you called. Last time I saw you was about 10 years? No, 11 years ago. I hear you're a junior in high school now, right?
Yes, that's right.
How have you been?
Fine, sir.
Relax. No need to be super polite.
Yeah, right. I'm doing just fine, Dad.
Yeah? That's really good to hear. I haven't been able to see you all these years, and I've always wondered how you were doing.
I called because I wanted to ask you something.
What is it?
I saw you meeting with Mom
Huh?
last Sunday at that diner down near City Hall on 5th Street. I was there too. I was not spying on you guys or anything. I just happened to overhear you. Talking about education, expenses. Figured it must have been you.
Oh, I see. You saw us, huh? Yeah, well, I pay your mom regularly every 6 months or so.
Really?
At first, she wanted me to deposit the money directly so we wouldn't have to meet, but that way I wouldn't be able to ask how you were doing. I agreed to increase the payment in exchange for meeting directly on occasion. I also got her to sign a receipt for each payment, so I have all the evidence.
Really? I didn't realize that. By the way, how much do you give her each time?
Huh? Mom never told you?
No, she never mentioned it.
Let's see, I give about $10,000 every 6 months or so.
$10,000? That's like $1,600 or so a month.
Yeah, something like that. What about it?
I was told you hadn't paid a cent in child support.
Huh?
She said you were poor and she received nothing from you. No settlement, no child support, nothing. For that reason, we were always poor and she is constantly complaining about bringing me up under these conditions.
Did your mom really say that?
Yes?
And about the divorce settlement?
Dad? Did you remarry?
No. I've been single since the divorce.
Seriously? She said the reason why you guys got divorced is that you cheated on her. She said you have your new family and didn't want to see me anymore.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah. So, ever since high school, I've been working part-time to help out. And saving for school. I've been paying for all her meals, too. She's also against me going on to college. She wants me to work after graduating from high school.
I didn't realize. I heard that you didn't want to see me. So all I had to go on was what your mom told me when we met. I'm sorry I didn't push it. I should have realized.
No, it's not your fault, Dad. So, could we meet?
Huh?
Seems to me that everything Mom is saying is a lie. So, maybe we should meet and get things straight.
Yeah, you may be right. I'm also concerned about how she's using this so-called child support payment. Okay, let's meet.
Great.
Hey, Marge. The first day of summer vacation. You're gonna add more shifts to your part-time job, right? Maybe we should go on a trip somewhere on your payday.
I quit my part-time job.
Huh?
I said I quit working.
What? Are you serious? Oh, I get it. You're switching jobs. Did you get a better paying job or something?
No, I am not going to work. At all. I'm going to take the summer break to study and play as much as I can.
Huh? What's got into you? You can make a lot of money during the summer. You're missing great opportunity.
More accurately, I don't have to work part-time anymore.
Huh? What are you harping on about?
Hey, Mom. Are you at home now?
Yes, I just got up.
Yeah, you got home pretty late last night. Or should I say, this morning.
Well, of course. I had to work late. Couldn't just stay up. Had to get a little rest.
Working late, huh? More like partying late.
Huh?
Come on. I know you're not working.
What are you saying?
I called the office where you said you were working, and they said they never heard of you.
Huh? Who gave you the right to check up on me? The only reason that we can go on living is because I work hard every day. How could you say that I don't work? How do you think we survive?
That money is my child support payment.
Huh?
I'm not going back home anymore.
Hold on a second, Margie.
Someone will send you a line. So, hold on. Don't lie to him. Be honest.
Hey, Caroline. It's me.
Brian? What do you want? That's someone Marge was talking about. Was you?
Yeah, that's right.
Hold it. That means...
Marge is with me right now.
Just 1 second. I haven't told Marge your contact info. So, how?
Marge is an adult now. She's not stupid. She can do all the checking she wants. You've been living with her all these years and you still haven't noticed how she's grown up?
That's easy for you to say. Besides, she wouldn't want to contact you anyways.
Seems Marge saw us the last time we met and handed over the child support payment.
Huh? But that diner is nowhere near the school or workplace. Besides, that day she was working.
Did you know that her part-time job was at a diner?
Of course I do, but it wasn't at that diner.
Well, she was working at the downtown branch to help out. One of the staff members apparently called in sick. She filled in for the day.
Huh? Help out?
Yeah, that diner has several restaurants around the area. They shift staff around when required. Anyways, she was working there when we met that day. She was cleaning the table right next to ours when she overheard our conversation. Apparently, we were just talking about child support. She saw me hand you the envelope full of cash.
No, that can't be right.
Yep, she witnessed the whole thing. And she knows that you've been getting that child support from me for the past 10 years. In other words, she knows you've been deceiving her for all these years.
Seriously?
Oh yeah, and one more thing. About our divorce, she also knows you cheated on me and not the other way around.
Huh? You told her about that?
I really never should have trusted you. But I truly believe that you would put your daughter first no matter what. But you even had the gall to tell me she got into an expensive private school all these years and needed money for tuition. According to Marge, she just went to a local public school. On top of that, she was working part-time to save money for college. I really can't believe you treated your own flesh and blood this way.
Yeah, well, you know.
You're going to pay me back. All of it.
Huh?
The child support you used up the past 10 years.
Huh? You can't be serious.
I've already hired a lawyer. All the papers are being drawn up as we speak.
Wait, please. I don't have that kind of money.
I already talked to your folks and they promised to make you pay it all back.
Huh? You talked to my folks?
When we got divorced, you said there was no problem bringing up Marge because your folks would support you, but it seems you've been estranged for the past 10 years. I had known, I would have done something about it.
But I need to keep receiving payment. You know Marge is going to college and all.
I will take custody of Marge from now on.
Huh?
You were completely against her going to college because of the cost. You told her to start working right after high school, right? So, in order to fulfill Marge's dream, who better than me? Someone who has the financial means to do so.
Oh, no. How am I supposed to survive?
I guess you just have to get a job.
But Marge won't want to be separated from her mother.
She just messaged you online about not going home. That tells you all there is about how Marge feels.
I want Marge back! Give me back my daughter!
We don't want a mother that treats her only daughter as some kind of human ATM machine. After that conversation, my ex-wife finally realized that all of Marge's stuff was gone, and she had already moved out. After looking through all the messages from my ex on both my phone and Marge's, we blocked her from our line. Marge dropped out of her current school and transferred to another near me. She made the decision knowing her life would never improve by living anywhere close to her mother. I made all the arrangements so she can start school by the end of the summer. About the child support, she did use a portion of it for her living expenses, so we agreed on a lump sum of $100,000, but in installments. And Caroline? Well, she never really worked before, so I hear she's currently working under a manager that's half her age.
Hey, Monica. You got a minute?
Hey, Bryant, what's up?
It's about Friday's date.
Oh, I see. What is it?
Turns out, I'm not actually gonna be able to make it after all.
Oh?
Sorry, this one's totally out of my hands. I think I mentioned this before, but it's an important business meeting with an overseas company I'm looking to set up a long-term working relationship with. I always have to arrange meetings with these guys with the gap in time zones in mind. Which is why they always tend to be in the evening for me. And there's not much I can do about it.
What's the problem? Surely you can just get the meeting over with early. You're a freelancer, right? I thought you were flexible on stuff like this.
The only reason we're having the meeting in the first place is because of the client, so unfortunately, it's not as simple as dipping out early. Besides, they told me that even if we get done early, it's gonna take at least 4 or 5 hours. Don't worry, babe. I'll make up for it. I promise.
Fine. But if we're canceling, you have to take me to a fancy restaurant next weekend and splash out on me then instead.
Okay, that's fair. What do you want to eat?
I think I'm in the mood for French food.
It's settled then. Let's go to that 3-star French restaurant you've been wanting to go to?
Oh, that place! It looks just amazing. Deal. Thanks, baby.
I heard it's got a dress code, so we have to look the part.
Got it. Oh yeah, that reminds me. It seems like I lost my earring when I was in your room the other day. I can't find it anywhere, and that's the only place I can think of. I promise I won't get in your way while you're working, babe. Do you mind if I come in and look for it now?
Listen. The thing is, I'm just about to head out to meet a client.
Can I go in with the spare key then?
I'm
going out with the girls tomorrow, and I really want to wear those earrings. They're my favorite pair. Please, baby.
Meh. I guess there's no harm. Okay. Please remember one thing, though. My study is off limits. Just like always, okay? Absolutely do not go in there under any circumstances.
Got it.
Monica, good morning. Do you have a minute? There's a little something I need to ask you about.
Sure, what is it?
It's about yesterday. You came over while I was out with a client to look for the earring you lost, right?
That's right. I didn't find it in the end, though.
Oh, really?
That was my favorite earring, too. I was so disappointed.
Yeah, that's a real shame. Anyway, forgive me, but let's put that conversation to one side for a minute.
What's wrong?
Did you go in my study?
I may have gone in there very briefly.
I knew it!
I was so desperate to find my earring. I knew I wouldn't be able to get it off my mind if I didn't go over the entire place with a fine-tooth comb, which meant peeking in your study, too. But don't worry, I didn't look at your computer or any documents or anything official or important looking related to your work. Even if I did, I probably wouldn't understand.
That's fine, but I didn't really have anything that could cause me trouble if you saw it anyway. And that's not what I'm asking about. Listen, Monica? Did you open my desk drawer?
Oh, is this about the ring?
Huh? Yes, it actually is.
Yeah, I took it.
What? You took the ring without my permission?
Well, I figured it was for me anyway. Wait, it wasn't it?
Well, yeah, it was, but...
What's the problem then? I just took what was mine. You have no idea how good the timing was on this. You got me out of a real pinch. Thanks, baby.
I got you out of a real pinch.
So here's the thing. Remember that girls' holiday I went on a little while back? You see, one of my friends covered the $350 for my plane ticket. She lent it to me on the condition I pay her back by today. She was really insistent. I got bang on $350 for the ring at the pawnbrokers. Can you believe how lucky that is?
You sold the ring? You sold it for $350?
I did think about trying to haggle the guy up a bit, but whatever. I'm just happy I was able to pay off my debt.
You have got to be kidding me!
But really, Bryant? If you're gonna buy me presents, you really should push the boat out more.
Excuse me?
I understand you never get as much for the retail price when you sell stuff to a pawnbroker, but even taking that into account, I wish you would have bought me something a little higher quality. Aren't I worth more to you than $350?
Oh my god, Monica. What have you done? As far as I can see, either one of two things has happened here. Either you let him haggle you down to an absurdly low price, or you went to a shady pawnbroker.
Huh?
You would have never gotten so little for it otherwise.
What do you mean?
That was an expensive top-of-the-range ring!
Huh? It was? How much?
$25,000!
$25,000?
And a real diamond in it! And not just a small one either!
Seriously? I thought it was just some cheap, tacky, cubic zirconia.
I bought it at the most luxurious jeweler in the state. I had to book an appointment just to go in and browse, for crying out loud. The appraisal certificate was right next to the ring in the drawer. Are you saying you didn't notice?
I didn't notice. Don't worry, baby. I'm gonna head back to the pawnbrokers and get it back. Just you wait. Ryan's?
How did it go?
They don't have it anymore.
What?
Apparently they sold it yesterday.
Seriously? Do you have any idea who bought it?
They said they're not at liberty to disclose that information.
Oh my god. That's it then. There's nothing we can do.
But this isn't so bad, Bryant. I mean, think about it. It was for me in the first place, right?
Well, it was. But I feel like that's not the...
No problem then. Just think of this as having given me it a little earlier than expected. This happened after I got a hold of it, and I had no way of knowing, so it can't be helped. Plus, it did pay off my debt. Every cloud. No use crying over spilled milk, you know. It's fine, baby, really.
What?
I won't deny it is a little unfortunate, but I'm not gonna let it bother me, so you shouldn't either. Please let it go. Okay, that settles it then. That's the end of that.
How can you move on from this so easily?
Life's too short to dwell on bygones. What's done is done. We could cry and complain and be all down in the dumps, but where would it get us? Let's take a forward-looking, constructive attitude towards this, okay? You can't choose what happens to you, but you can choose how you react to it.
What the hell are you talking about? Happens to you? But you're the one who...
More importantly, let's think about something a little more fun. This conversation is boring now. That reminds me! Did you already make the booking at the fancy French restaurant next weekend? Since we don't eat out at places that nice very often, I think we should make the most of it and go for the 7 courses with champagne option.
That's enough.
Huh?
We're not going to the restaurant.
What? Why not? Aren't you forgetting something? This is your way of apologizing to me for canceling our date on Friday. You still have making up to do, mister. It has nothing to do with the whole ring thing. You're still not hung up on that, are you? Geez, seriously? You better not be sulking.
You still don't understand, do you?
Understand what?
Come on, just think about this. When do I buy you presents? Excluding our anniversary and your birthday, I almost literally never buy you anything. Yet there I was, about to give you a $25,000 ring. Did that not make you stop and think about it for even 1 second?
No, not this again. Look, baby, I'm really touched you bought me something so nice. I am. But it's gone now. Can't we just, get over it already?
That was an engagement ring!
Huh?
The booking at the French restaurant next week. On the surface, it was my way of apologizing for the date we missed on Friday. But in reality, the plan from the beginning was to propose to you there.
What? Really?
Remember before, when you said you'd always dreamed of being proposed to at a luxury restaurant with a beautiful view of the nighttime landscape? The plan was to get down on one knee while we were eating and pop the question. I wanted to make your dream a reality. That's why I intended to keep it hidden from you until the day. It was supposed to be a surprise. That's why I went out of my way to make sure the ring was stashed away in the desk drawer of my study that you weren't supposed to go in. Huh? What kind of reaction is that?
Sorry, baby, I'm just a little incredulous. Forgive me, but I have to ask you this. Can you really afford something as expensive as a $25,000 ring?
Huh?
Do freelancers really make that much money?
That differs from person to person.
But you buying a $25,000 ring? I just can't believe it.
I just went with the old, an engagement ring should be 3 times your month's salary rule. And that's how much it came to.
What? So you must make, over $8,000 a month? And wait, what? No, wait, $10,000 a year?
Well, there are taxes and some other minor deductions to take into account, but if you calculate a rough overall figure, then yes, more or less.
Well, if you're that rich, you could just buy me a new ring then. Can't you?
Huh?
I understand what happened is a little unfortunate, but if you work hard, you can make up for it in no time. It's just like they say, when you fall off your horse, you get straight back on it.
You're something else.
Do it for me, Bryant.
No, No. That's it. I can't do this anymore.
Ugh, where's your fighting spirit? Ugh, and to think you call yourself a man. Did you say the restaurant wasn't booked? That's okay. In that case, leave it to me. I'll call them now.
It's not that I didn't book it, Monica. I just canceled it.
Huh? Why?
Because I'm breaking up with you.
What?
I can't do this anymore. I had no idea you were this irrational and lacking in common sense.
Common sense? Don't be be so nasty? What does that mean?
Do you seriously still not get it?
Duh, that's why I'm asking, dummy.
You sold the engagement ring you took without my permission from a closed drawer in a room I told you not to go in. Your attitude when you found out that you had no hope of getting it back was awful. It was like you didn't care. Then, in spite of knowing the ring cost me $25,000, you didn't even show an inkling of any kind of sense of personal responsibility. Instead, basically ordering me to go out and get you a new one, like I'm your personal ATM. You genuinely seem to have no idea whatsoever of how awful and problematic your behavior is. I can't do this anymore. I just can't.
Oh my god!
Please, never contact me again.
Bryant, wait, please? How am I the bad guy here all of a sudden? I didn't do anything wrong! Ugh, Bryant!
A few days later, I sent Monica a compensation claim for the engagement ring through my lawyer. My lawyer, unbelievably, told me the response he got was, "That ring was a present for me, so it makes no sense that I have to pay compensation." And she refused to pay. I was at my wit's end, and playing nice was going to get me nowhere. So, I decided to tell her parents everything. The next day, I received a letter of apology through my lawyer, and the entire sum was paid into my bank account. Monica was forced to go and live back at her folks' place, and ordered to sign a written pledge agreeing to never come near me or contact me again. I heard her parents made her start work at a friend's factory, so she could start making repayments on the $25,000 they very kindly lent her. However, I recently heard from one of our mutual friends that now, even to this day, she still insists that she did nothing wrong, constantly complaining about me. Why did he do this to me? It's not fair. He also told me that other people in her life are finally starting to get sick of her bad-mouthing everyone, like she's Little Miss Perfect and can do nothing wrong. She's losing friends, one after the other, and if she's not careful, she'll be completely on her own before long.